welcome back to Castlevania, Portrait of Ruin. Last time we got to and completed the Forest of Doom portrait and got Charlotte the ability to turn herself into a frog. Oh yay! Now we move on since he don't have any new side quests yet.
You're back.
That one ain't gonna be completed for a long time yet. Oh, Ruby. Jump. Bye, Medusa heads, for now.
Charlotte! Jonathan!
Oh, you cursed me. Curse you. Oh, good God. I don't have any magic. Oh, shit. This could be bad. These imps, they grab you and it's like a confusion, or berserk, rather. Oh, good. No, 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 no. That could be bad in rooms like this where there's those spikes down there. Okay, let go. Oh, goody. Now we got the golden Medusa heads that can petrify you. We're quite a ways. And we're at this point still quite a ways away from the item that negates petrification possibilities. Yeah. Yippee. Oh no, you don't. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, good. At least I didn't land on spikes down there. That could have been bad. Ow! Like that. Ow. Much pain. Oh, come on. Go away. Ooh, give me that. Oh, not that. Okay. Alright. Screw it. Explore later. I think there's another magic spell for Charlotte in the upper right corner of that room back there. I think. But I'll explore it later. I never use it anyway, so I'm not going to go out of my way to get it now. Like I said earlier, once I get the flight abilities, when I usually do a lot of backtracking anyways. That's when I'll do a couple extra videos. One, nothing but grinding for the item drops from enemies. And one, getting items like that one in that room back there. But for now, rose stem whip, no big deal. I mean, I suppose it could be useful, I guess, depending on your opinions of useful or useless. Oh shit. Hey, no fair. Ow. That sucked game. Oh, Okay, that was my fault. Okay, well, at least I got petrified on this ledge here, not down there by the spikes. Okay. Go away. I got enough to worry about with these damn Medusa heads. I don't need you here, too. Ow. Oh, shit. Okay, come on. Cheater game. Go away. That means you too. Well, goody. Now they attack as a duo, like they did in super, quote-unquote, super Castlevania 4. In my opinion, one of the most egregious misuses of the word super in video game history. Nothing super about that game, in my opinion, but oh well. Using the word super in that game is like using the word super in the NES game Super Pitfall. Super middle fingers in your face. I mean, at least with Castlevania 4, you can make the argument it was subtitled Super because it was the first Castlevania game on the Super Nintendo. What's the excuse with Super Pitfall on the NES, not the SNES? Okay, one of those. Actually, eh. Was to say use it, go back and buy more potions, but I still got a decent amount of them yet. Yeah. These two, aside from Castlevania 4, were I think the first boss you fought on Symphony of the Night. Ah, dang it, I missed. Okay, good. So what's this? Oh, helps you. Nope. Yeah. Oh, that. Ow. Well, to be honest, I just jumped up into a ceiling of spikes. Surprising I even lived through that. Didn't die. Oh, boss room. Save my game. Since I'm usually several, at least a couple dozen experience levels higher than this by now, this could prove to be an interesting boss battle. So, who do you think the boss is going to be in an area called the Tower of Death? I mean, yes, they could be referring to literal death. You know, you're going to die here, but chances are they were referring to him. Oh, somebody always does in these games, if not him, some commoner, some normal person that has some obsession with Dracula. Either way, like I said in an earlier video, somebody always seems... Don't need it. Damn, you do a lot of damage. What the hell is that? Okay, never mind. Whoever thought you'd see swearing in a Nintendo game, nonetheless, not just a video game, but a Nintendo game. They're usually the ones that went out of their way to censor this kind of stuff. Kick your butt. Oh well. We don't work for you. We don't take orders from you. Who do you think you are? By the way, that clock in the background will be the main, well, the central point of a side quest called Hands of the Clock later on in the game. The completion of it, depending on, I don't know how it works actually, I'd have to look into that. But in my experience, the completion of that can kind of be random. Can either be done instantaneously or seemingly so, or take a damn eternity on like one of my previous playthroughs while waiting for that side quest to be considered completed. I completed the bestiary, mastered all of Jonathan's sub weapons, and in the process got all the way up to like level 84 or something like that. Yeah. By the time that was done. No freaking kidding. I mean, granted, I can't visually prove that on this playthrough, but so yeah, I don't know mechanics-wise how that side quest works, but okay, well, we can go to the next area now. Actually, yeah, I'm going to do that. I mean, there are a couple items we can get here on the side of it. You know, there's that thing there that looks like a veil or a cloak. Could technically get that now. And then there's that hat there. Could get that now by going all the way down and hopping on this elevator and going up from here. But since I can't get this item directly below me until I can fly into it, so I'll get these other two items at that point. Since I never use either one of them anyways, I just get them for completion purposes. You know, like I've said before, damn me and my completionist impulses. Going on my way to get items that I never even use just for the sake of completion? Yeah, that's me. Master's Keep. Who's Master? Okay. Oh, save point. Okay. Might as well. Oh, hello there. You think just because you're in the air I can't hit you? Guess you found out. And that opens up that. that I mentioned in the last video. Yeah. Big deal. Potentially useful shortcut. Yeah, I guess, but ah, shut up. Your voice acting gets annoying. Yeah. So much for that shortcut I just opened. This renders that irrelevant, completely needless. So what's the point? Oh, more of these guys. Ow! Skull mask. Okay, that's not the item I was... Skull ring then? I guess. As earlier when I was talking about the... whatever side quest that was, overcome the curse or... one of these two. Yeah, that one. I mentioned that there was an item that you put on and it instantly curses you. I referred to it as the skull ring. Well, apparently I was wrong there because I just got that item. Now where did it go? Well, I guess it's not even an item you can equip. Anyways, yeah, I don't know what that item was. I mean, I know where you get it, but oh, this, oh, goody. Yeah, great. Whoa. You mind not doing that? Nothing up here. Except for you. Go away. Another magic spell for Charlotte. Where do you think you're going? Ah, not you. Don't you follow me. Go away. Ah, shut up. Are those the only words you know in the entirety of the English language? Yep, I guess so. Very limited vocabulary indeed. Like those Lareje, however you pronounce that. I see you. I see you. In the entirety of the English language, those are the only 3 words they know. Or so it would seem anyways, that's all they ever say. Oh shoot. Up here. Oh yay. This guy. No matter what weapon you have equipped, no matter how highly leveled up you are, I don't think there's any attack you can do that does more than 1 hit point of damage per hit. And he has like 50 to 100 hit points. So yeah, it means you gotta hit him that many times. Very useful. Oh shoot, actually that's right. Dang it, I am going to have to do some grinding on that one. One of the items he drops is a sword. Finally get a weapon stronger than the Holy Claymore. Been long enough. I mean, I've been through what? 3 portraits. Yeah, I got that just after the City of Haze. Been through close to half of the game by now, so yeah. I think I'm about due for a stronger weapon. So let's see. I think this was it. Yeah, good. Save room. Just in case grinding for that item goes wrong somehow. Alright. Okay. Alright. Cool. Oh. Name doesn't make sense since it's not exactly the final sword you'll find throughout the game. I'll quickly go save my game. So I don't have to do that over again. Okay. Yeah, 13 points better. Okay. What? But we can see it. It's not invisible. Apparently not. Alright. Oh goody. Boss battle. And this is where they tend to get a little devious. Gamer instincts kick in. Recognize a boss door, so you're thinking, okay, well, let's do this. Another boss to fight. Alright, let's go. You walk into the room. And now you're here, so yeah. Even if you realize the story of the game and realize what's going on here, you're too late. You already walked into the room. It's going to be a game over either way. Since, yeah. That only did 88? Wait a minute. Okay, that's more like it. Damaging, but used to it doing that kind of damage. Like half of your entire hit point total, if not more so, depending on what experience level you're at and how many of those hit point extension items you found along the way. But at least half of your total hit points in one hit. Ow! Okay, let's not take any undue chances here. Really? Such tough talkers for such wimps. And they dared to call us pathetic. Who's pathetic now?
Stop it!
What? A villain that actually cares about someone besides himself? This is earth-shattering. Yeah. Sure, that's what you told them as you were, well, putting the bite on them for lack of better terminology there. Again, what? A villain that actually cares about someone else besides his plans for world conquest? Wow. Earth-shattering. I mean, this is almost like in Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader killed the Emperor to save Luke. Or at least we thought he did anyways, until episode 9. Which, by the way, I will be talking more about that in a few minutes, but right now, not the best time for that kind of thing. Yeah. Granted, this is the quote-unquote bad ending, as the game has already kind of hinted at a purification spell and a way of reviving those girls, or curing them of their vampirism, so to speak. So, yeah. That's what you were supposed to do here, not fight them normally. Personally, I would have rather done it that way, as the way you're supposed to deal with this situation is my least favorite part of this entire game. Well, you Kinda did. You stopped Bronner. The castle is destroyed. Duh. Obviously, he wants us to try to find his daughters. Duh. This bad ending kind of leaves it open for a sequel. Kind of. I mean, if you go along these lines, kind of an alternate reality thing like the Fallen Hero, Adult Link, and Young Link of Ocarina of Time, all spinning off of the ending of Ocarina of Time, alternate realities, along those lines of thought, have some game where they actually, where this bad ending actually does happen and they go looking for the girls, Eric's sisters, to try to save them, Could make a whole nother Castlevania game out of this. Why not? It works with Zelda. Most of the Zelda franchise is a spin-off of Ocarina of Time somehow, some way, some shape or form. So, yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. Zelda games are good. I still consider the Zelda franchise to be the best series in all of video game history. Love Zelda games in general. I'm just saying, plot-wise and storyline-wise, pretty much every game that's been released since Ocarina of Time is somehow timeline-wise connected to it. Some alternate reality, Link loses to Ganondorf in that battle in Ocarina. Yeah. Or Link wins, but then is sent back and he alters the future in Majora's Mask, blah, blah, blah. Or in the events before Majora's Mask. So yeah, this game would be a prime candidate for that kind of thing too. Have a whole nother Castlevania game where Jonathan and Charlotte look for Eric's sisters. Interesting looking game over screen, by the way. But yeah. Again, you're not meant to fight those vampires like any normal boss. Instead, and the game does kind of hint at this, like I said in that earlier discussion with Eric about the purification spell and maybe curing them. But aside from that, you're left to figure it out on your own where to look. And personally, I love that they leave it open for you to figure out on your own and don't smother you with tutorials like most modern games would. I'm suffocating in tutorials. Oh, they're killing me. Yeah. Seriously, though, all attempted comedy aside, games these days are too damn hand-holdy. Good games, but geez, like developers think we're all stupid. Like we're not capable of figuring anything out on our own. We gotta be told everything. And then some gamers just love it to death. They love being coddled. Pisses me off. Anyways, yeah. Save my game for the same reason I saved my game the first time going through here, as we will be going through that room with the rolling boulders. Actually, now that I think about it, not really. I mean, we'll be going to that room. But now that I think about it, yeah, where we'll be going is the lower portions of that room, the lower left corner that I made a point of mentioning when I was going through here the first time, several videos ago now. But now that we have the Toad morph, we can fit through that narrow passageway and get the item at the far end of it. Oh, go away. I don't need it. Sanctuary. An advanced spell that cures status abnormalities, which apparently includes vampirism. Never heard of that being a status ailment in any other RPG. Poisoning, petrification, confusion. No. Yes. Vampirism? No. But apparently in this game it is. So yeah, gotta use that spell on Eric's daughters to return them to normal. Which, yeah, I do not, I mean, I get where they're going storyline-wise. Save them, don't defeat them. You know, humanity and all that kind of stuff, humility, and I get where they're going storyline-wise, and I applaud that, but gameplay-wise, they made it much more annoying to go through that the way you're expected to, than just simply, like any other boss battle, kick the living crap out of them. You gotta use the Sanctuary spell, which, they're not just gonna stand by and let you do that. They're going to be fighting with all they have, which, as you just seen, isn't much, except for that ice sword that can do 300 or more damage. Other than that, it's not too bad. So yeah, they're not just going to be standing by and letting you do that. Anyways, by the way, before I go back, now that I have the Sanctuary spell, and by the way, actually equip it. Optional. Yeah, these things. This is the other problem I have with this. Look how frickin' long it takes to cast this. And plus, if the intended target is not within range, it does no good anyways. So yeah, add all of those factors together. How long it takes to cast the spell, the fact that it has to be within range or it doesn't matter, and the fact that those girls aren't going to be just standing by and letting you do this. They're going to be fighting you with all they have. Jonathan is going to be taking one hell of a beating, and yeah, I hate this part of the game. I would rather fight them as any other boss in any other video game, but no. My least favorite part of the entire frickin' game coming up as soon as I get back to it. But yeah. That's how you kill them, and those red axe armors in the Forest of Doom portrait as well. With the Sanctuary spell. Otherwise they just revive, as you've seen by now. Okay. Don't mind me, I'm just sitting here dreading the upcoming rematch with Eric's daughters. So much so that I'm going to delay it for a while longer. Obviously not. Yeah, I kind of figured, I mean, unless your dad was suicidal, I mean, why would he use it? Yeah, why would he do that? Grandfather? What's your grandfather got to do with this? We're talking about your dad here, your grandfather's kid. What? Why are you skipping a generation here? Oh, okay. I pay attention. Me? How did he know that? He's all the way over here. We were in a different frick. We were in the painting, for crying out loud. How did he know this? Video game logic. Thanks a lot. Why not? You are. Talk about being in denial. I mean, when we first saw him, he had no problems admitting he was a ghost. So that was the excuse he used not to tell us his real name, instead coming up with the name Win. Remember? Ghosts have no need for names, or whatever the exact word for word dialogue was. Had no problem admitting he was dead then. Now he's like he's in denial. Wants to think he's still alive. Before he passes away, he already has. He's a ghost. Of course, you know, I hate to use that excuse, as gamers just love that crutch. But this is one time where I would probably be inclined to agree with the mistranslation crutch. Again, I hate gamers seem to rely on that too often these days, but yeah. The original dialogue here was probably something more to the point, more fitting. Before I pass on, before I pass into the afterlife or something to that effect. Before I move on or something. Hey, where's Vincent? Now, I am not sure what within the game progression triggers this. I have tried to figure it out. It's not coming, I don't know if it's fighting the sister battle. I don't think so, because I have no idea what triggers this. But at some point around this point in the game, this happens. Ooh, you're screwed. Yeah. Dialogue here would seem to indicate that this would happen as soon as you get the spell. But I don't know, maybe that's the case, I don't know. as soon as you get the sanctuary spell. This. Then again, here, go get it as if you don't already have it. Okay. As usual, check to see if there's any. Well, actually, now that I think about it, yes. Most definitely, yes. Freaking even tempted to go back to some of those previous areas and get like tasty meat from those enemies that dropped that. Or watermelons from the invisible guys back in the City of Haze portrait. Other healing items that heal more than heal like 100 or 200 hit points at a time. Stock up on them too. I mean, I'm probably overreacting and over emphasizing this, but again, trust me, Jonathan is going to take one hell of a beating while we try to cleanse these two of their vampirism. They're not just going to sit idly by like Vincent just did and let you do this. They're going to be fighting you with all they have, just like they were earlier, which for the most part is nothing to be afraid of or worry about, except for that ice sword that does 300 damage.
Thank you.
Yeah. And the fact that you have to be close enough for the sanctuary spell to even hit them. Yeah. Actually, did he have any other side quests? I know, I'm delaying it, I know.
You're back.
Oh, there's that one.
This is your training.
Oh. Well, yeah, I usually have that item right now, having grinded out for all of the items in the beast item list. Item drops from enemies to complete the bestiary. I usually have that item by now.
This is your training.
Should I go do that? Nah. I know, I'm milking it. Just, I'm telling you, this is my least favorite part of the entire frickin' game. Skip the dialogue this time since it's not any different than it was last time. Ah, dang it. There goes. Of course, can't let anything hit Charlotte. That's another thing I hate about this whole sequence. Like any of Charlotte's magic spells, anything hits her while she's casting it, and it's all, that's it. Gotta try to cast it again. And with this spell, with how long it takes, yeah. Hurry up, Charlotte. Come on, Charlotte, hurry up. Okay. Well, I got lucky this time. telling you, usually don't go that smoothly on my place when I play the game. Got lucky this time. I mean, if it went that easily every time, I wouldn't have such a deep-rooted resentment for this sequence. Usually die at least 2 or 3 times trying to do this. Usually. Yeah, they're back to normal. I mean, this was kind of hinted at when you beat whichever one of the, not her, but the other one, Stella. No problem, she says. Yeah, easy for her to say. She didn't get hit once. But yeah, her, when you fought her earlier in the game, for that fleeting second just after defeating her, she was back to normal complexion. The first indication of this whole scenario. You were under some kind of curse. Oh well. Plus side is the worst part of the game, in my opinion, is over. Thank God. Something like that. Yes, we know who you are. We've seen you enough times throughout the game. How's he going to do that with the painting? Okay. Why? Oh, yeah. You had to complete 4 portraits to even get this far. Now there's 4 more. So yeah, we're basically mid-game now. Which is kind of weird, by the way. I mean, I'm sure there's other games that could be said for, just I've never played any of them. All of the games I've played, if there are bad endings, it's usually just the ending itself that's different, or maybe like in one of the other Castlevania games I'll be playing sometime soon, so I won't mention specifics for spoilers of the game I haven't even started yet, but one of the game bad endings, you just miss out on the final area of the game. Here, half of the game. Kind of weird that the bad ending is mid-game. Of course, usually I don't even bother with that, knowing that you're not supposed to fight these two normally. But for video series purposes, you know, isn't it kind of like an unwritten rule that you have to show bad endings if there are any? Yeah. After this dialogue is over, you can fight that optional boss to do that. Only at this point in the game, I wouldn't recommend that. Yeah. Okay. 4 more portraits. And just like earlier, they give you a choice. You can either go into this one or this one. It really doesn't matter. Only for mapping and completion purposes, there will be areas and items in this one that you will not be able to get until you get one of the main items from one here. And yeah, I could do that now, but I'm gonna go save my game. I got lucky with that sanctuary spell business this time. Just my luck. If I have to do it again, I won't get so lucky next time. So yeah, save my game now so I won't have to worry about it until next time I play the game. Now, as for this, something I hinted at the start of the game when the vampire killer whip was first brought up in discussion with Vincent outside the castle. Fight this boss to quote-unquote unlock the true power of the whip, making the weakest making the weakest weapon in the game one of the best. But at this point in the game, again, unless you're really good at the game, I wouldn't recommend it, as the boss here does a lot of damage. And since you have to fight it as Jonathan alone, A, if you're used to playing as Charlotte, that's going to be a problem, or B, like me, if you're used to using Thousand Blade techniques on the bosses, that too is going to be a problem since Charlotte cannot participate in this so much for the dual crush abilities. So yeah. I mean, you could try it now, but I'm not going to. I'm going to wait until a little later in the game when you get an armor that reduces the damage he does in half. So, yeah. But the option is there if you want to try your luck at it. Anyways, on to the next portrait, which is basically a graphic carbon copy of the Forest of Doom portrait, with different enemies and different layout, of course. Slightly different graphics in some cases. Which brings to mind one of the criticisms against this game that I completely agree with. Rather than come up with new environments for these last 4 portraits, you know, maybe a fire region, an underwater region, ice world as long as it doesn't have slippery ice mechanics like a lot of video games do. No, we have another City of Haze portrait, another desert portrait, another circus themed one. Yeah, they just recycled the last 4 portraits. Different enemies and different layouts and different puzzles or whatnot. Well, not really puzzles, there are no puzzles in this game, but graphically it's just the same. I mean, I suppose it saved them time and money and production costs, but still. Okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, shoot, yeah, that's right, this guy. Okay. I am actually going to have to grind for one of his item drops. Okay, pause video. Actually, end the video here, actually. Kind of a weird place to end the video, but yeah, hour long. If I do this whole portrait now, yeah. So, pick it up from here next time. See ya, and as always, thanks for watching. Bye.